It is Saturday, April the 27th. It's a little bit overcast and windy out here, but the weather here has been crazy. It hadn't really gotten hot. It feels like it's going to get hot and then it'll cool way back and get all rainy. So it's kind of put me back on some of my grafting, especially of my pawpaws. And if you've seen any of my previous videos, I have these seedling pawpaws, that tire, that one, and that one. And I think this is going to be their second summer. I planted them, I think, not this last early fall, but the one before. I got them from a friend of mine in Louisiana. And they have grown tremendously. And I have two seedlings in these cages that haven't done as well, but I'll show you. A couple weeks ago they didn't have any leaves. So we're seeing we can't get them to do their thing. This one's a little bit smaller, but got the shade on there. First 2 or 3 years of their life, these little seedling pawpaws need some shade, and then we'll start introducing them to more sun. However, I believe these pawpaws were probably at least 3 years old when I planted them. You can see this is probably the largest. It's got a pretty good diameter. And I trimmed off the limbs. You can see here, they had quite a bit of foliage, and you know, sometimes that can be kind of scary cutting into your plants that are looking awesome just like they are. But I wanted to graft them, so I cut these side branches back. There was some other branching I cut back about a week ago, cut off. And I had ordered some scion wood to graft onto these, some name varieties, because these are seedlings. And so this one is Rebecca's Gold. And I did not graft this one. It's been naturally shorter when I got it, and it's staying shorter than the rest of them. I'm gonna leave it alone for right now. I may even leave it a seedling, I'm not sure. So the first one was Rebecca's Gold. This is one called XL, and the first one in the lineup over there is Taylor. Now, what I did is, when I was grafting these, I used some new tape. It's supposed to be grafting tape that I bought online. It was cheap, so I should have knew better. But it just wasn't as good as what I'm used to using, which is parafilm on my apples and pears and stuff that I graft. So I did my best. I grafted. And then I got this bright idea. Now, it may be a stupid one. I don't know. I guess it's not stupid until you learn whether it worked or not. And it looks ugly, doesn't it? Well, I've got bees over there, and I took some a frame of comb that I had taken out the other day and needed to be removed, and had some honey on it, and I let the bees clean it. And so I was just taking out chunks of that wax, which is soft from being out here in the sun all day, and molded it around that plastic wrap graft union. Now, this should be not only protecting from the weather, but also honey itself. And I'm not sure about the wax, but honey has antibacterial properties. And my camera's not wanting to focus right. So I just kind of squeezed it around that real good. It should hold it. Also, the cut tips, I put a little bit up there. And we'll see. It's all, like I've said in previous videos, it's all a grand experiment. If it doesn't work, I'll say, well, I wish it would have. But again, I cut the side branches way back. If this top does take off, which I'm hoping it will due to apical dominance, which is something in plants, especially trees, that they always want to grow the tallest point. They want to grow up. So I'm hoping apical dominance will trump these other branches, and the graft will take. Down there you see the what I cut off. That's quite a bit. Kind of scary, isn't it? So on the XL graft, I actually had two had kind of a split top on this. So I cut that one. I only had one scion of each variety. I cut this one in half and made two grafts out of it. So there's that ugly old, if I can get it to focus. Well, it's not wanting to. It never wants to cooperate. But anyways, beeswax on there, straight out of the comb, and a little bit on the tip. I've squeezed it. It's pretty weatherproof, and we'll see how it does. A couple weeks, I'll take it off. Now the bees didn't like that. They was smelling me squeezing this wax. Here's some right here. You can see it's pretty malleable, pretty soft, and old comb. It's got a lot of scent on it, and them bees was buzzing me. A couple of them tried stinging me, actually. I guess they thought I was messing with a good part of their hive. I don't know. But anyways, just want to record this, that Taylor XL, 2 grafts on it, no grafts on that one, and Rebecca's Gold graft on this one. We shall see how they do. A couple weeks, I'll remove the wax and see how, especially if it starts budding out. That's probably what I'll do, is wait until I get some growth on these buds before I take the wax off. In the meantime, if the leaves start getting too big and these side branches start flushing up too much, I'll trim them back more probably. So I haven't made a video in a while on anything, so I figured I'd do this and show y'all what I was up to. And also, if you know me, you know this is just a means of me keeping record of what I'm doing, so I can go back and look. And let me get over here to these bees real quick. Hope I don't get stung here on video. With my sugar diabetes, I produce some ketones that actually cause me to get bit and stung by insects more than most people. So although I love working with honeybees, I usually have to really stay suited up, and I'm not suited up right now. There's a bad box there with some cracks in it, so they're coming in and out around the edges. And their main entrance is right here. The other hive, their main entrance is on the other side. So that's some old comb I put out here the other day. I took out actually some drone brood, if you know what that is all about. I'm not going to explain that on this video. But anyways, hope you're doing well, every one of you. And if you have any comments or thoughts on this, I don't care. Tell me I'm going to fail. I'll take some constructive criticism. Give me some reasons why, though. And here we go.